If you are looking for the best mirrorless cameras in this year, you must see this list. We selected these products based on their quality, durability, features, prices, manufacturer reputations, and user feedback. Check the description box below for the latest price. So, let's get started.
My name is Jason Vong, and today I'm going to show you how to hook up your Sony camera to your computer to be used as a webcam for live streaming. You will need a few items to get started: a camera with an HDMI output port with a tripod, a USB to HDMI capture card device, and a HDMI cable. So let's go ahead and dive into the specifics to ensure that you have all the right gear. Just about every Sony camera, including the Alpha and the RX series, have a micro HDMI output port. But just to be absolutely sure, I highly recommend looking up the camera model and finding out what size is the HDMI. It will be either full, mini, or micro. And believe it or not, there's a huge difference between a mini HDMI and a micro HDMI. I personally use the Alpha 7R Mark IV and the Alpha 7 Mark III, and both use a micro HDMI connection. Next up, ensure that you're buying a USB to HDMI capture card device and not simply a USB to HDMI adapter. The capture card device is what allows the feed of your camera to be sent to your PC or Mac. There are several good options out there, such as the Elgato Camlink 4K and the Aver Media Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus. Personally, I have the Elgato Camlink, which is incredibly compact and small, which helps when I want to live stream even when I'm out of town. Now, just a quick heads up, if you're using a Mac with only Thunderbolt 3 connectivity, you will need to get a Thunderbolt 3 to USB 3 adapter in order for you to connect your capture card device. Lastly, the HDMI cable. The capture card device will likely take a full-size HDMI, but on the other end of that cable has to match the size that your camera takes. In my case, I will need a full HDMI to micro HDMI cable for my A7R Mark IV and my Camlink. Simply connect them all together, and any software that can recognize a camera connection will list your capture card device as an option to be used. This includes Skype, Slack, Zoom, and even Google Hangouts. You are now even ready to stream on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Now, if you do see your camera menu items being displayed while you're connected to your computer, simply head to the menu, find HDMI settings, info display, and turn it off. This is what's known as a clean HDMI feed. Also, to ensure that you're in focus while you stream, enable face detection autofocus. Your camera should also be in movie mode, and continuous autofocus should be enabled. If face detection is not showing up for whatever reason, simply find file format in the menu and change from 4K to HD. Definitely download open broadcast software, commonly known as OBS. And to use this software to stream to Facebook, YouTube, or even Twitch Live, simply copy the stream key from those platforms to OBS and start broadcast. And that's it. Hopefully this has helped you out, and have fun on your live stream.
The Fujifilm X-T30 is a 26-megapixel APS-C mirrorless interchangeable lens camera, designed for enthusiast photographers. Offering several key features inherited from the X-T3, the X-T30 is both smaller and less expensive than Fujifilm's flagship models. With the X-T30, you get Fujifilm's latest 425-point hybrid autofocus system, along with plenty of direct controls and a tilting touchscreen. A high-resolution built-in OLED electronic viewfinder offers 2.36 million dots and a maximum refresh rate of 100 frames per second. This results in a crisp, responsive image that makes photography and image review a pleasure. As we've come to expect from Fujifilm, the X-T30 features generous physical controls, including dedicated dials for exposure compensation and shutter speed. A simple auto toggle allows photographers to quickly switch between manual and fully automatic shooting modes. As well as high-quality stills, the X-T30 also offers very good 4K 30 video, captured without a crop, including features traditionally only available on more expensive cameras. For more information on the Fujifilm X-T30, visit dpreview.com.
I'm Alex Stead. I'm a London-based professional travel and lifestyle photographer. I'm roughly on the road around 5 or 6 months of the year working on commercial shoots. For this road trip, I brought a couple of friends from New York, and I wanted to take them on a road trip through Italy. I think we only saw a fraction of Italy, and there is just so much to see there. When I first unboxed the Z50, I was super impressed with how small and lightweight it was. Couldn't think of anything better to go on like adventures with, and I felt at home straight away with the camera just because all the ergonomics for me was spot on what a Nikon should be. I felt that the camera definitely kept up with what I wanted to do on the road in Italy. Not just the photo quality, but also the video 4K. I was able to use that as well and easily switch between the two. Being able to kayak in that early morning was just one of the most beautiful moments of the entire trip. Having to take these 2 kit lenses out with me was just so refreshing. They covered the focal lengths I needed, wide landscape shots at kayaking to some of the more compressed shots of the hotel against the mountains. I was super impressed with the dynamic range of this camera. I was able to build in the image styles I want, and that's really important for me. When I took this camera into editing, I was just blown away with what I could bring out. The Dolomites has been a place I've always wanted to go. Sometimes with, large heavy gear, you're slightly stopped by the limitations of where you can take it. But with this, I was mountain biking, kayaking, and, I didn't notice the weight at all. This trip has really made me rethink about mirrorless, not just on an adventure holiday like this, but actually taking it into my commercial shoots. It has enabled me to capture incredible moments, not just the large landscapes, but all the small moments in between.
Alpha. Panasonic. Panasonic.